Rogue? Yuck. Wait, nobody even had any opinions on the game. Please. It's gonna be miserable. Trust me, Root Beer. We don't want that. It's gonna be a terrible deck, and we're gonna go 3-3. And then I'm just gonna feel annoyed 6 hours from now. Warlock. I could play Demon Hunter if you guys. Treebeard really wants Rogue? Alright. I love Treebeard. I haven't seen him in a while. Please. And Root Beer's been actually very polite. Okay. We'll try it out. This is the second Rogue deck I've drafted in this meta. I just want you guys to know you guys are responsible for this. This is on the Rogue, boys. It's worse if it's a good deck and you go 3-3. That's true. Thalnos, yeah. I guess. Thalnos Fan's not the worst 2 first picks I've ever had, all things considered. Plaguebringer's good. Love you. I love you too, bud. And I love Treebeard heals also. I hope you're doing well, bud. The 3's good. The 2's okay. I think I'd rather have the 3. It's so hard to get 3s in this meta. Dirigible or Raider? Guess we'll just kind of like double down on it being hard to get 3s. Also, it's pretty good with Plaguebringer, right? Poison, Divine Shield, Rush is kind of insane if we can pull it off. Scorpion's good too. Don't really like Ringleader. I'd take it over Shiv, but Scorpion's very good. Too small a sample size to make an informed decision. That's true. But I can also see... I've watched other runs. I see its spot on HS Replay, and I look at the cards in the meta, and... Not to say you're always going to have a bad run, but it seems pretty clear you're not going to often overperform the draft or end up with a lot of fun cards. There just doesn't seem to be that many of those type of effects. Like the 2 there. But a lot of Rogue decks seem to like look like this, where you get Thalnoses and Costumed Entertainers, and I'd say so far we're actually kind of high rolling this Rogue draft. I guess we'll just take it. I don't like Cyclopean Horror. I think it sucks. You never loved me, Zach. Hey, come on. What is that? Oki. Is that even a proper W emote though? Doesn't it have to be your whole face? And doesn't it have to be like, I don't know. I'm just stalling as long as I can so I don't have to pick a card here. I guess we'll take this. Proto's good. Wandmaker is good too, but I think Proto's better. Steward's kind of cool. This guy's good. This is a good card too. These are good. I think this is better. I'm not sure though. This guy's very nice. Okay. I mean, outside of Thalnos and the Rock Rager, our deck's really not that bad. I love Prophet. I like Statue, but I think I like Prophet more. It's just like a really good 3-drop. This isn't really a 3-drop. It's more like a 5-drop, right? Just a good 5-drop. But Backstab's cool. Brawler's cool. It's like no combo cards. Once Miscreant's gone, like the combo cards just aren't... They don't exist, or they're not good. Ambush is pretty nice. Penflinger's okay. I don't love Penflinger. I think I like Ambush, though. Don't really want to sprint. Ooh, Wandmaker? Wandmaker's probably good, right? I don't even know what spells there are, but they should be alright. What's wrong with Thalnos? He's a 2-mana 1/1. Most people are going to be playing things like 2-mana 5/5s. This guy's kind of like Thalnos, but he puts the card right into your hand instead of waiting until he dies for you to draw it. He dies to the Rogue ping, the Mage ping, the Druid ping. Demon Hunter, he just is a free kill against a Demon Hunter, which is by far the best and most oppressive class right now. Ash Tongue. Does anything have stealth? 1 or 2 things, maybe? It's not terrible. Loot Hoarder's not terrible either, just a cycle. Maybe we'll get another stealth card. Og Merchant or Loot Hoarder? Thing's not bad. This deck is almost looking like it could use a sprint all of a sudden. In which case maybe we want Loot Hoarder to draw a few cards maybe. Travara's not great for our deck, but the other cards are terrible, so I think we take it. Is there a mode Demon Hunter isn't overpowered in? Tavern Brawl maybe. Double Proto? That's pretty good. Some good top end. If we could pick up like another Cursed Vagrant, this deck could be really good. Boom Pistol's fine. Blade is terrible. I guess I would take Blade over Initiate probably, but Boom Pistol's just decent. The 4's nice, and Pearl Tusk is good too. I kind of want the Pearl Tusk, but we need a 4 actually. Yeah, let's take it, because we only have one real 4. And if they don't have something to target, then we have 0. Oh, sure. Broom's pretty good with these. I just feel like we're gonna run out of cards. Maybe not. We have 2 fans, a Wand Maker. Thalnos will draw a card probably. Loot Hoarder. 1, 2. Maybe we take this guy. Mods are faster than red. What happened? What was the prediction? Why was the prediction before we saw the draft? Yeah, we should do it as the draft ends. I don't know why we always start it when the draft starts. And well, I can't draft. I mean, I'm not gonna draft the deck in like 1 minute. There's Odd Demon Hunter and Wild, which one makes your hero power deal 2. I'm sorry, what? I just feel like I want the brush for these, but if my hand's like all of this shit, then I'm not gonna want the brush. Let's take the Drake. 5 is nice. I really like Ambush though, man. I think that card's underrated. I'm gonna take it. Malevolent Strike is cool. Smug Seniors may be better, but maybe not. Kinda tough to say. We have any way to get it to cost less than 5? No, right? We take the 6, but I wish we could take that. I don't know. It's probably close. Beardy's mom. That's my mom there.
Welcome, Stockkeeping in Mind.
Oxen Blade's good.
Contribution.
Well, thank you very much, Mom. Hope you're doing okay. Hope your life is going all right. That's my real mom, if anybody, cares. We were talking about lasagna, Mom. If you got a lasagna recipe, they asked Smalls for his, but he wouldn't give it. He says he'll never share it. It's gonna die with him. That got a little better, but not great. I think this deck looks like a lot better than the last rogue deck I had. If every rogue deck was like this, I wouldn't be opposed to playing them. They just don't look particularly fun, but this deck looks like it can get 5 or 6 wins, I would say. Could avoid Cycle of Hatreds and, I don't know. Seems like the card quality is pretty good. This deck seems meh. A couple people wanted rogue. And I didn't, and I feel like this deck turned out okay. Lots of carrots. That's the secret to a good lasagna. I don't know about all that. Gotta go to bed so I can watch Kel Yadar in the morning. Smart. As long as you leave the computer on here, right? Look, maybe he doesn't have an Og Merchant and this thing causes him some serious problems. I need to go to bed so I can stream in the morning. Okay, both you guys can go to bed, but you gotta leave the computer on here. Actually, maybe I should have played that. He's gonna bump and play another, and then our 2/3 is gonna get eaten. Maybe he drops a 3-drop though, that'd be nice. Shit. You don't talk about poop and farts all the time. I don't either, only when chat makes me. I can't be held responsible for chat's poop fart talk. There's a couple people here I know really contribute. There you go, Frankie Z.
Poop and fart.
Well, can I be held responsible? I don't think so. Not watching your own son, right? She's also bogarting all the bits. Poor Redbeard not gonna be able to eat any food or whatever. You guys was asking, what do you think Redbeard smells like? Did you tell him what I actually smell like? Calvin Klein $10,000 cologne. The most expensive one they sell. The one made out of Calvin Klein's own blood. Yes, cheese and farts. I really don't fart that much. That's only when you make lasagna. Come on. And I think you need to take a little bit of a responsibility for that. Personally, that's my opinion. Go to bed now. Keep smelling girls' farts, my friends. Oh, okay. Have a good night, Ziliax. Do I need biddies? No, it's okay. You can save them, but not for Dexter. He's too rich already. All right, you can give some to Dexter if you want. No, it's okay. Someone from chat will probably get bits. Probably. I'm gonna put these all down now so we can get the extra attack with the extra durability next turn if we want it. Either way, we're only getting a 3 and a 2. And Mom out here roasting poor old Reddy. Is Redbeard driving an ice cream truck? Yeah, it's true. I haven't been driving it as much. I'm doing okay, Digats. How are you, bud?
How are you?
New arena class rogue? Yeah, right? Yeah. It's got jokes. I don't really know, man. He's got a lot of cards. That's not great.
How are you?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's too hard.
It's not that bad. It was probably better to kill this, no? Guess we can cycle it, in fact, and then we can trade this off. Hoping to pick up like a 5-drop. Struggling to keep my eyes open. This is caffeine. Cycle fan into fan. I mean, you know, I can't choose what I draw. Proto Drake would be nice. But it'll probably get mind controlled, huh? Streamer never says hello to me. What's up, Yankalo? I said it now. I'm sorry I didn't say hello. It was probably when my mom came in and... Where was your message? You don't even have a message in here. Your computer probably disconnected. That's your first oh, there it is. No. That's your first message today. And yesterday you said, I hope I get sucked into a black hole one day. I definitely read that. So stop clowning around. You're supposed to know when he arrives, apparently so. I'm pretty good about saying hello to people, especially if they put my name in chat, then it shows a red line for me. Like I just take my fucking thing. Oh. Hmm. I mean, I could hold this in case he mind controls this, but that just feels so bad. Like, we lose 4 power on the board. I guess that feels bad too. That card's dumb. That's my stance, and I'm sticking to it. Priest can go die. Anybody that beats Redbeard can go die. I mean, well, you just sometimes they have clowns, right? They have clowns you can't win if they activated it. Unless you have a Flame Strike or a Shadow Flame or something. I thought we played pretty well. We didn't draw the Protoss, and he played a 9 mana 28/28 with taunt, so that's pretty good. Backstab's okay. 3 mana 4/4 is okay. I don't want any of this crap. I don't want this. I don't want that. Are you excited for Cyberpunk? No, not at all. I'm not like not excited, I'm just not excited. Also, hey Queenie, how are you? I don't really play a lot of video. I don't know what that game is really. Outside of playing Hearthstone for 7 or 8 hours a day, I don't really play a lot of video games. Hey Red, waiting to die. Oh, you know it, brother. You know it. It's a good life. Waiting to die, you know. You know, living, no, that's terrible. I don't know, maybe things will be better in the future, Queenie. Maybe 5 years from now, 2025 might be great. Can't concede when I just joined the channel. Didn't see the deck and I bet 6.6 thousand on you. That's a big mistake, dude. Well, you play. I was dead though, wasn't I? I might just do this. I might just do this. We're not gonna waste swings because we have 2 Volpira Toxin Blades. Is that her name? Volpira Toxin Blades. So having the extra charges kind of matters. Not that bad. It's out of cards. Give it poison and just trade. I think I'm just gonna do this. Morning, Red. What up, Stewie? How are you, man? I didn't even see the board stage. Just got in quick. He had clowns. And then he had Mage Scribe into Gift of Luminescence, or whatever that card is. So, but it was a corrupted clown. Unfortunately, we couldn't answer that. I didn't have a Flame Strike in my rogue deck. You know, realistically, that's not that bad for him. Damo went for the serve volley, but touched the net on the way through. What does that mean? Is this a badminton reference? Well, actually, we could play that and that. It's kind of a menace, though, no? Like if he's trading here, then we can just play that. If he's going face, we're gonna push 13, and then we can freeze this guy. We can poison through a taunt. So what's worst case scenario? It's not that bad, especially if he makes the trade. We just have two big threats here. I'm gonna swing it now too. Very close to dying. Look for a sap and then just win. We can't cast Assassinate if we get it. I guess we can freeze or poison regardless. So this just gives us an out for sap to win the game. Hit backstab and then freeze the 3/4. Or we can eviscerate and no, we can't swindle. All right, let's just take backstab then. Maybe we'll get Antonitis here. Actually, Antonitis is lethal, right? I forgot what backstab does. That's good. You know, I'm really not playing well today, you know? Order. Yeah. That was 5-head thinking if the cards work the way they did in my head. I hope I don't lose. Oh dear. Order. Okay, we gotta get there now. How do we do this? We trade, we give this poison, we freeze there. And then we're in pretty good shape still. Let's not goof this one up. Give this poison. We trade there. We freeze there. And then we just play, I guess, this in case he plays a big taunt. 3-head. Yeah, I had a smaller head there. Hopefully it doesn't draw like a Hellfire. That'd be bad. Shadow Flame still keeps him alive, I guess? Whoops. I think we still deserved it because, you know, we're Redbeard, but... Hey, his name was Beastly Parts. Now I feel bad about beating him. Ray Smith, thanks for the follow, Ray. I can't believe we beat Beastly Parts. Classic red win, that was a mistake, yeah. That was like a deformed poet level move. What was I thinking? If only the only thing that could have made that better is if I held my Evolve Lackey. I don't want any of this caca. Hey, to be fair, I haven't drafted a backstab in like 6 months. You want to find me a good company to do it in Sydney? That'd be great. Wait, to do what? Bros find a way to win no matter what. Even when I fuck up, I can still maybe win as long as I get lucky. Rogue used to be one of the better classes. What happened? You know, I don't really know. He's just gonna dagger this, but that's okay. We have a lot of good 3-drops, so. Backstab and Sap have been MIA. Yeah, you can't get Sap anymore. It's in like 2% of decks or whatever. Cycle of Hatred has to be in like 35% of decks, and Sap has to be in 0%, so. So just throwing that out there, because we played the Thalnos, We drew 1 card deeper and ended up hitting a 3, a good 3 on 3. So it kind of worked out better than the dagger. Even though he just gets to dagger our guy. It helped smooth out our curve really nicely. And now maybe we can go for some other crap, right? Play like all this crap in one turn. Oh no, he's pulling a red beard. Okay, maybe he's not. I like it. That way he didn't overkill at all. He didn't waste any damage that way. Solar is so cheap here. $4,000 gets you a monster system that can pay for itself in 2 to 5 years. Well, 5 years is a long time. Did Rogue get worse because of no more lackeys? Yeah, for sure. Rogue kind of feels right now to me like what Demon Hunter feels like. Like Rogue in the last meta was like if you got Miscreant, you had a great chance to win games. And if you didn't get it, you just kind of had like a good deck that could go 3-3 or 4-3 probably. And that's what kind of Demon Hunter feels like if you're not getting some of those top end Demon Hunter cards. Like you're gonna do well, but if I play this, I have a better board now. And next turn I play this, and dagger. Or I play this and next turn I have 5 mana. I guess it's better to just get this out now then. Mr. Luke's, get your ass in the giveaway. Debated. Yeah, but I love you still. We're giving away, you know, health and happiness and... The fuck is this? What the glorious fuck is that card? You little worm. Alright, that's fine. He used a lot of resources. And now we Shavara, or we don't even have to. I guess we will, but we don't have to. If we could go fan dagger, take 4, hold the Shavara, but there's no guarantee we're gonna get a good Shavara here. What if he plays like a 6 mana 6/7, right? Then Shavara doesn't do anything. But you love us? I like most of you. I love some of you as much as a man can love some members of his Twitch chat. I'm in Western Australia. I want to move to, well, I don't really want to move to Western Australia. Why did he do that? Not sure he knows how that card works. Unless he's got a bunch of good 0-cost cards. Would you have 30 Shavara if offered? No. Well, yeah, just for the meme, but it wouldn't be good. Good fan, dagger, drop the 2. Feels bad, but also giving him this feels bad. That being said, he might mess up. Like, he might trade and then play something, and then maybe we eat his 7 drop. He doesn't seem very good. Definitely a hard like. I like you a lot, Blitz. I think you're a great guy. I don't really care what Dread says, or Dexter, or, you know, the State Board of California. I don't really care what any of them have to say about you. For the negative, I think you're wonderful. Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. I could double fan, which I might do. Probably not now. It's too big. 6 mana, develop nothing to kill a 5/2. You know, he gets one of these things, which is good for him, but... Secured 30 of deck. Wand Thief. Wand Maker in Priest, probably. 30 of. I don't know. This is kind of wacky. I guess this is fine. Naturalize is the answer? I think you'd still lose in Arena. No? You just run out of cards and your opponent would eventually stick like a couple of 2/2s and you would die. Is there a brawl? No, I think we're just speculating. What What is that card? Actually, don't know what the punishes are here. Um, 30 Natalie's? 30 robes of protection? Or are you saying robe of protection to counter the naturalizes? Wait, he played that instead of Proto Drake? I guess. Depends what you get here. Like if you get a freeze. Oh my god, Amgum Ranger. Why does he have this in his deck? I guess he played kind of wacky, so maybe it makes sense why he's got Amgum Ranger in his deck. Anyway, I'm not gonna dagger. I know that sounds crazy. I'm gonna play around Harrison Jones. In case he has it, I don't want him to draw 2 cards. He would die if he played Proto? No, he was at... What was he at? He would have been at like 2. Could have at least allowed him to dagger the 7-1 and then potentially get us to trade with his Proto. And then if we roll a 4-4 and he rolls like a Skeletal or you know, the Druid card, maybe he wins. Not wins, he would be at 1. Yeah, well, Amgum Ranger put him to 0, so. I guess maybe if he draws like this guy, if he has like a Shadow Weaver in his deck, and then that's what he draws from the claw, and then he can freeze the Proto, then it doesn't take any damage that turn. That could have been good. Hello, Redsma. Hey, what's up, Eggy? How are you, man? What's up, Eggy Poo? Palm Reading is a good 30 card deck. Probably, yeah. Renew 2 would be pretty strong. Any of those like cheap Discover Something cards would be a good 30 of. The Hall of Fame Naturalize, what do they give in return? Maybe nothing, no? Also, I'm pretty stoked we got 2 wins. We try to get like 3 or 4, maybe. Oh, I love that card. Not the fact that he played it, but I just like it. Like 1 mana, fix your curve. Really cool. I mean, it always gives me that stupid monkey, but that's not so bad, right? The voting, I think, is dependent on how everyone votes. So if like 100 people vote yes and you vote no, I think it'll pay you more if no is what happens. So it's exchange for Gift of the Wild? Oh, yeah. They're very different cards. That's so good for him. It's actually insane. That's a good beast. It'll be a 4-3. Our guy's gonna be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 6. Alright, let's do that then. I drafted a Hungry Crab the other day and I ate that taunt. I keep talking about how I want to draft a Hungry Crab. When I get offered it, I don't think it's the worst. That was good for him. That bomber was quite good. Five, 6. Like how much we can calculate. Let's say the bomber, whatever. Let's say it just didn't kill our guy. Like it did 1 to the 5-1 and 2 to our face. So we'd be at whatever, 21. We would have traded there, right? So this thing has done... I wonder how much extra damage it will do because of the roll that it had. We'll see. Maybe not that much. Remember when Hungry Crab won you the game in Arena instantly? No. Thalanos plus fan? Yeah, that'd be nice if he just drops like a little shitter. Could leave that up and play this. I don't think so though. But even then, like as good as that looks, it's not that good because we don't develop anything. If we had Cycle of Hatred, we would have had like 20/20 on the board also. I think would have been fair. Oh my god, Savagery? This guy can go eat a, you know what? Wait, what? Oh no, he pulled a Redbeard. Oh, he thought it gave him 6 attack and 6 armor. Whoops. That was like us with our backstab in the last game. I'm gonna just drop the Proto now. We could have gone 6 and 2, which is pretty reasonable as well, but... Got an 8 mana Proto Drake. And you're going first, and you can just drop it on an empty board. I think you should almost all the time. It's pretty big. Bum, 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 bum. It's kind of a nice song. Um, 7-2's not terrible. Kind of want to just get some stuff off the board. I'm at 17 still, so going face doesn't make a lot of sense. We could play the 6, I suppose, and then kill the rush guy as well, and that's kind of nice. Probably better than that. And this guy gives +2 attack permanently, so the order doesn't matter. So you don't have to kill him first. I like Secret +7/5. You're guaranteed to take 2. You're not guaranteed to get a minion even. And you won't have a taunt, which means that he'll be able to kill your Proto Drake the first half for sure. Which all might not be that bad, but it does limit your options, right? Like, make certain things an inevitability, which we might not want. But now we can do it with 15 power on board. You sell premium range like that, Redbeard? What's premium range? I like eating the tastiest salted caramel and hazelnut ice cream just before school run to pick up my eldest daughter. No, I didn't sell that. I sold Tutti Frutti and Snow Cone. I sold Sonic the Hedgehog with gumballs for eyes. Wild Pyro plus Plaguebringer would be the 21 meta, mark my words. Could be good. Could be decent. I need another Thalnos. Could start, but this doesn't do anything though, but maybe it gives us a Shivara or something. Did you actually, or is it me? No, I actually did. I actually did. Then I decided to give up the glitz and glamour of ice cream salesmanship to become a world famous Pokemon. No, what am I? Arena streamer? Why do you have so many more cards than him? Bigger brain, smarter player, harder worker. And, well, I don't know. But I'll take it, man. 3 wins is great. You should get into vegan ice creams. That would be a top market in LA. Did you own the truck? I own that bad boy. Big Bertha, I called her. Dalnos plus fan killed a bunch of his cards, yeah. He played a bunch of like 3 mana 2/2s and 1 mana 1/1s, which are good if your opponent doesn't have a way to like destroy everything. Hope to see my coffers filled with loot. What are you, a pirate? Are you sad when you draft Carnival Clown with no way to corrupt it? Nah. I don't love Carnival Clown kind of regardless. I think it's just alright. It's not that fun. It's not that cool. And as a 9 mana 12/12 taunt over 3 bodies, it's still pretty reasonable. You don't have to corrupt it. Yeah, it's still decent without corrupting. It's just, I almost don't even like corrupting that card because it feels like when somebody corrupts it against me, I just lose. And when I corrupt it against someone else, they just Shadow Flame me or Flame Strike me. They just die pretty easily, I feel. But it's good. Especially if you drop any reasonable 7 or 8 drop before it. Let's say you put, you know, whatever, a Boulder Fist Ogre down, and then they drop whatever, and then you put down the clowns. Like, you all of a sudden have 18 power, and you're hitting them in the face for 6, most likely. Could be very good. What are the 1-cost spells I can even get? Deadly Poison wouldn't have been great there. Would have been better, but wouldn't have been great on that turn. Is Brain Freeze, is that a dual card? That's just Mage. This is gonna be really tough because we whiffed on the Wandmaker card. We have a dead card already. We're destroying him on the board. That's not, you know, it's dual. That's what I would have preferred to get. But all he has to do is play like a card. Daring Escape. I think Daring Escape rotated out, right? Of Arena. I think. What's up, Kakarat? How are you, man? Hope your life's going okay. I really like this song. I think it's really neato. I'm really keen on it. It's not terrible. Is Togwaggle scheming? No. That card was terrible. Remember that time? Okay, does anybody remember the best Togwaggle scheme game / deck I ever did? I remember it, but does anybody else remember? Wow, that's very good for him. Do you believe that science and God can coexist? I think so, yeah. Absolutely. I think so. Nope. Nobody? What happened? Well, I'll tell you guys what. After this commercial break. I was a rogue deck. I think I was a dual class deck, maybe. I had Caligos somehow as a rogue. And I shuffled in like 20 Caligos into my deck. And I had a sprint. That's right, I discovered a sprint. And then I had like 12 Caligos in my hand and a buttload of Caligos on the board. Something else happened. I don't know how I got so many of them. Oh, I put in that card that when you shuffle in copies of the shadow card and then it'll summon a copy of the minion. I used that on Caligos before the sprint. So we went Caligos, that thing, next turn drew a sprint, I think we drew a Caligos. I don't know. Yeah, like it would, like the shadow went off, and then I don't know what happened. Anyway, the next turn I had like 12 Caligos on the board and like 12 in my hand. That was a YouTube highlight. That was awesome. I was happy that day. At least in a Hearthstone sense. It's on HS Daily. There's so many golden Callies, a handful. Yeah, that was so cool. Just have more removal if they add such strong cards like Grand Finale. Fireball. Is it worth spending gold on Arena for max 3 wins? Why is it max 3 wins? You could go 12. But if it's fun for you, then yeah. It'd be fun. Oh, he's got a freeze? Like a frostbolt? Wouldn't you frostbolt the 3/3? Maybe not. Oh. Shadow Weaver, huh? Okay, well, that means I have to go face, though. I don't know, he's got to deal with this. If he polys this and we go face, he's at 4. He just trades, and then we lose. So if he polys it, we have to keep playing regardless. What do you like this weekend, Red, Tony, or Charles? I'm going with Charles, but I actually don't know what we're talking about, so take my opinion with, you know, some grain of salt. Is this like The Bachelor? What is this? I went 7 with Priest on EU. The first game versus Druid was a what the fuck experience. Their deck was insane. They always have it? Yeah, right?
Straight up.
Feels that way. They always have it, we never have it, huh?
Stop whining.
Wait, I barely whined. How do we win now? We probably can't. I mean, Poly is just too good on a proto. Ferguson versus Oliveria. Oh, I don't know actually. I don't know Oliveria very much. Tony Ferguson seems like he had a pretty good, you know, career going until he fought Gaethje. I mean, he's lost fights before, but Mage, Rogue, or Pally? Paladin, I think, if you're trying to win. Craig Ferguson? Who's that? He was the talk show host? I need water, also. Get a comedic timing and sense. Craig Ferguson? Is that the guy I'm thinking of? Thought he was okay. Oh, well, I wrote comedic timing. Craig Ferguson. He was pretty funny. I mean, most of like the talk show guys, I don't really get. Like, I was never really big on Leno. I guess I like Letterman, Conan. Took some serious damage against Gaethje. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that looked problematic for his skull. Nice shirt. Are you talking to me? Scooby-Doo? I like Scooby-Doo. Very good at flirting with the ladies? Well, that's good. I've seen his show, but I didn't really... Who was he on before? Was he on before Leno or was he on before Conan? He was on before Conan, right? Or was Leno on before Conan? Was he on before Letterman? After Letterman? I don't know. Seem like a Conan guy? Yeah, I'm a Conan guy. Conan, especially when I was a kid, like I didn't watch a lot of, you know, late night talk show type stuff. But if I did, it was Conan, and it was between the ages of, hey, you're in danger, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. It was during, like, I was probably like 13 through 16, you know, that age range. And then Conan probably like was more my speed, but I think Letterman's pretty good. I think Letterman's a pretty good host. I've seen a lot of clips of Letterman interviewing people, like especially like stupid and annoying people, and he usually like roasts them pretty good, like subtly and kind of professionally and kind of classy. I like that. Conan's just kind of like super wacky, but Conan's kind of got that thing where it just seems like he's always trying really hard to be really funny, and sometimes it's not that funny, you know?
Stop pooping in mud.
Conan has hair. Doesn't that seem intimidating? It looks like he has intimidating hair. You played You're in Danger? Oh. Is that... Well, I'll take a loss for 5 gifted subs. That's okay. Especially because our deck's not that great, and because, you know, he's my friend. I didn't say anything bad, right? I didn't say, like, this little turd. I like that Conan plays a nice blues guitar, does he? I'm also very good at flirting with the ladies. They just don't know it yet. Whoa, that seems not like a... That doesn't seem like a good thing. Sounds bad. Is Conan still on? I actually don't know. There was all that drama with the Tonight Show and... Oh, you can get this card? That's kind of fun. Conan has this guy in his office who's really weird and talks like a robot. His, like, the assistant guy or whatever. Those are good, actually. Of stuff I've seen of Conan that's probably taken place in the last 5 or 10 years. Those were good. I forget his name. The guy who really likes wine in Italy or something. I've been practicing flirting with Queen Ari, and so far she hates me. Didn't you tell her, like... Didn't the first thing you said to her was, like... You know, you called her, like, a little worm or something? I don't know. That's always the best. Jordan Shalansky? Yeah, that guy. But I've watched some of the bloopers and the outtakes, and you can tell that Jordan Shalansky's kind of playing a character for the bit, which doesn't make it... Well, it does kind of make it a little less funny. First thing he said today was shut it. Yeah, that's what he said. I saw that. And I thought to myself, maybe Poet's flirting with Queenie. And he's just not doing a good job at it. You know? Everybody's Team Coco. I'm telling you, I do like Letterman. And Letterman, after he finished The Tonight Show, I caught a couple. There was a show he did, which was up on Netflix or HBO or something like that, where he interviewed, like, big celebrities again, but just, like, on a stage. And it was really cool. I don't know. I saw him interview, I think, Obama and somebody else. I don't know. Letterman kind of seems like he's got a good, he's got a good take on most things. Hey, Refu Geek, how are you, man? You're late to work. Is Deformed Red Man Deformed Poet's alt? No, that's just his name. We have a lot of deformed motherfuckers here. Eric Andre show. I like the Eric Andre show too, but that's another one of those, like, when it hits, it's really good, and when it misses, it's just not funny. I think Hannibal Buress, is the best part of the Eric Andre show, personally. I love Hannibal Buress, and his stand-up is... I don't listen to a lot of stand-up, but Hannibal Buress' stand-up is really good, I think. What do I think of Ellen, then? Ellen, the talk show host? Not a big fan. I just never really... I didn't really watch a lot of daytime talk show things. I never really got into those. Jaywalking is a fantasy crime. What does he say about that? I don't remember it all. I just remember his bit about his roommate's lizard, and it just fucking cracks me up, man. I just want that armor gone. Not for any real reason, but... Hannibal isn't in the new season? Oh. I mean, I don't really actively watch the Eric Andre show. So what's this? A 10 mana 7/7? Hannibal left and they cloned him, and now I'm weirded out by that. I'm not sure what that means. What does it mean to clone someone? Let's do this in case he has Germination. Is that it? That's still in the meta, right? That way he can't get a free copy of it. Imagine having no armor. Well, his savagery gets worse. I changed my name to Deformed Redman because I wanted no numbers in my name, and Deformed was the popular thing to add at the time. That's true. Everyone was getting deformed back then. Carson? I mean, I'm not old enough to have really watched Carson. I've seen clips of Carson and, you know, people speak very highly of him and, you know. I never watched much Johnny Carson. Savagery is not shield slam. Oh, you're right. He could get a shield slam though, can't he? Somewhere? You're right though, savagery doesn't matter. Hey, yeah, the savagery. Hey, it's kind of working. You know, kind of made sense a little bit. No? Should I take 5? I guess I should just take 5, huh? The reads. Yeah, that was a good read. Playing around the card that he has, which isn't good, in a way that doesn't change it at all. That's a Redbeard read right there. Hey, Shalder, you missed it. My last... Wait, is it this deck? No, the last deck had 3 ogres in it, and I said, where's Shalder? He loves ogres. And then somebody said, he's dead. I mailed your wife a ham, and I want it back. Hey Bobby, how are you, dude? I'm pretty stoked we got 4 wins. I know that doesn't sound like a good thing, but this deck's not horrific, and one of our losses was to Corrupted Clowns, so... You pay attention to the rabbit positioning? I lost so many games to rabbit because my taunts are in the middle. No, not really. Probably should, though. I think we're gonna win that even if he had a rabbit, though.
Good morning.
I cannot wait to read these.
Let's coin. You can play that. You can dagger and then play that. It's kind of reasonable too. I better not lose my 10 farts. Dude, I'm gonna throw this run right now. You know, because those farts will be gone. Up and vanish like 10 farts in the wind. I can think of worse things that could happen. When I play around Rabbit, they have Silas. That's your luck, dude. You got terrible life, you got terrible luck. Oh, what's up, Donnie? How are you, man?
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
What's all this crap? Oh man, Redman. Last time he gave 1, 2, 3.
Did roulette how much makes this man gets on an hourly basis.
Hey man, I'm touching myself right now, Redman. Thanks so much for the follow. I mean, the bits. That's very kind of you, man. I'm gonna preserve the health on my guy, take the extra face damage. Thanks, man.
Shut the fuck up,
234 bits will buy like 3 tacos. You lay some wisdom on how to draft good arena decks. Going for the highest tier card using add-ons just isn't all that is to it. You want to draft a good curve, but I'd say the first half of your draft, you do want to kind of prioritize the best card that's being offered a lot of the time. So like, if it's Proto Drake up against, you know, Loot Hoarder and you need a 2 and it's pick 14, you should just take the Proto Drake and try to pick up a River Croc or a Wand Thief or an Initiate, something a little more replaceable somewhere else. It's my opinion. Towards the back half of the draft, you have to be a little more conscientious of what you're doing. So like, if it's pick 20 and you're lacking 2s, I guess we could hold that. I don't know. We can like do this. I hate this card right now. If you're lacking 2s on pick 20, you might have to pass, you know, a Boom Pistol or a Twilight Drake, which may fit your curve or be better cards and be, you know, you might have to consent to take a Loot Hoarder or Initiate. In general, I'd say in the first part of the draft, take the best card you can. And when it's close, if it really is truly close, then just take the cheaper card, if that makes sense. We're gonna get smoked here. I'm not redaggering. So like, if it's a Vile Fiend versus a, I don't know, let's say a Fireball, you'd be like, okay, well I'm just gonna take the Vile Fiend now. I actually think Vile Fiend and Fireball are comparable. Probably Vile Fiend is a little better actually. So it's like, just take the Vile Fiend early so that when you get a Proto Drake up against a River Croc later, if you don't get enough 2s, you can be like, well, I'll take the Proto now because I took the Vile Fiend earlier.
Welcome to Darkmoon.
Hey, Redman, gifting one to Dan. Damn, good question. Good even curve over, you want enough 2s and 3s. You want your deck to kind of look like a bell curve. So to kind of like go up and then peak around like 3 and then go down from there, like 3 and 4, and then have less 5, 6, 7s. If you can't get a curve that's kind of like that, then you really want a lot of like 2s and 3s that just kind of works like a slope down from there that starts up here and goes down like that. Otherwise, you're trying to get something that looks like that. I hope that makes a little sense. I clicked a lot. Trade there and play this. I could play that, which gives me 3 mana. If he protos, I guess I want to put this down. Could leave him completely off the board so he has no buff targets. But I can also do this. This is fine, because if he goes Blessing of Authority, then we can Shavara. And then we can trade with a Proto Drake or a 4/10 Taunt here. Or Turd Leon. The idea is your opening hand draws a bunch of cards at once and you really want a 2-drop. Yeah. Nice call on Proto. I mean, it's just so fucking prevalent that you just have to play around it. If you can. And that's kind of the problem with Proto, is you can't always do that. You're not always going to be able to answer an 8-drop for 2 mana and with your 4, but we put ourselves in a position to do that. I had an insane moment in the last night. I didn't video it to show you all. You blew it! Oh, here comes the Consecration. They always pull a Consecration, right? Well, we can make the right plays. And then if they discover the right cards, well, then we can just be happy for them, right? This doesn't do anything. But thanks, Redman, for the gifted bits and the gifted sub. Hope you're all doing well. That's going into my face. That's going into my face. That's going into my face. That's annoying. I think we were playing this game very well, though. Very proud of the way we played it. That's good. Put him to 22, and then we have 23. We lose 1 for sure, and 2, and he heals. I'm gonna hit 1. I'm at 7, he's at 30, so. Wouldn't Shavara have been better in the previous turn? Over Proto Drake to kill the 1/1? Or the turn before that, where we dropped the Proto Drake? I'm confused.
How are you?
I'm forgetting what was on the board. There was a turn where Shavara was reasonable, but I didn't like it. I want card draw. I don't want to take any damage.
Shut the fuck up, Danny.
I think this still pushes lethal and prevents a lot of options for him. Turn before you got consecrated. What was on the board? I forget. How's the stream? It's going alright. A lot of nice people here, and that's cool. One of my favorite things in life, it's nice people. And my main man, Deformed Red Man's gifting some subs. You're in danger, spanked my dirty bottom and then gifted some subs, which was nice. Be able to afford some streamer meat, which is always a plus. Started a little early, might end a little early, but not for several hours still, hopefully, at the very earliest, so. There's that. Ginger dude, what up, Ginger? Gamer dad, man, everybody's coming out to play. Keep the 4, I think. Pretty reasonable. Bombs greater than removal. Aggro greater than low drops is a rough idea of what you want. But you have to keep in mind your curve a lot, because not having a 2 or 3 on turn 2 or 3 can lose you the game. Yeah. So we'll have a good 2. We'll have a good 3. We can actually coin this into dagger, which is fine. With 2 Vulpiras in the deck, I don't hate it actually. And this will be a 3 drop, so we'll have dagger 3, 4. The problem is, like, no matter how good your cards are, like Proto and let's say Cursed Vagrant, if you skip turns 1 through 6, then by the time you play them, you'll be dead, right? They won't do anything. And that's kind of an extreme, but that is the reality. And, you know, that scales down. It's like if you have Scorpion and that's your first play and they have 2, 3 3s on the board, like you're probably already at 20 and Scorpion doesn't kill anything. So you got to play something before Scorpion so that you can make sure that Scorpion kills something. Actually, I don't hate this, because we can dagger and profit next turn if we want, or we can just Scorpion and this will be 1 mana later, and that's kind of nice. I like pineapples on pizza, not the fruit, not the full fruit, just a little bits. I don't like pineapples on my pizza, but I don't care if you guys put pineapples on your pizzas. That doesn't bother me. I mean, do that. Sets up a good Nova for him. If I play just this, we can play these 2 next turn. That might be reasonable. If he has nothing on board, the rush doesn't really matter, right? I guess you could play that, and then you could have these 2 available, which is also kind of nice. But you're more susceptible to Nova that way. We'll be very susceptible to Nova this way. I don't think we can really play around it though. But we will draw a card and have a minion on board if he does have it, so that's not the end of the world. I see clear now, Wise One. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. And then some decks, like that's just kind of like general advice. Some decks, maybe you just want 10 2-drops and you want to just kill your opponent before, you know, before turn 6 or 7, and you didn't get offered any good late game options. This would have been much better. Oh dear. I'm gonna kill it. If you leave it up and he apotheoses it or psyche splits it, or I don't know, even without the spell burst, if he puts Gift of Luminance, then I'm fucked. Super aggro decks are my favorite to draft. Yeah, they're harder now. And it's not like I don't think you can really draft a deck like that and expect to go like 12 or even infinite most of the time. But you might get a deck that, you know, oftentimes goes 2 and 3, and you can draft it in a way where maybe maybe you go 4 and 3 because you pilot it well and because you draft it a little more you know, synergistically or a little more skillfully. I think that's, you know, at least for me, like playing all day, you know, all night, every night, if I don't go 7, it feels like a bad run, you know. But a lot of decks, you know, aren't strong enough to go 7, you know. Like a lot of times people have this, right? And it's like, well, you can't beat this, you know? So taking a deck that doesn't have the capability of doing things like this 2-5 sometimes is a win. It just doesn't always feel that way. Good morning, Arena Guy. What up, Carnival? How are you, man? In this meta, it's hard. Yeah, back in the day, it was a little easier because there weren't such things as 5 mana 8/8 rushes, and there weren't 8 mana 8/8s that summon 7s. Sometimes one card is just too much for you to overcome. Like it's legitimately like you just can't beat certain cards. Especially when you go second. It was already like when your opponent dropped a Yeti before you and you went second, a lot of times you couldn't come back. You know, when you can drop a Vile Fiend on turn 1, you can pretty much put a Yeti down on turn 1. Or I guess turn 2. If you're going second or first. But like things like that, like you can drop a 3 mana 3/6 taunt, which if you can't ping it, it's kind of unconditional. It's just a 3/6 taunt. 5 mana 1/3 weapon, lose the game. Super Collider, I fucking hated that. Probably my least favorite card ever, man. I fucking hated Super Collider. I mean, I want to kill that, but I can't. He mind controls our guy or what? What does that do? He trades one, can't trade the other. Maybe. Win the game for the guy who plays it, yeah. The problem, what I always talk about it, what I really hated about Super Collider was it just prevented both players from playing the game, right? So you played it. Giving that rush? He must be giving it rush. Oh. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Another one, maybe? We got hit by a Proto Drake into 2 strong men yesterday. That's a problem. I have 8, 12, 16. If I can get through this with like a sap or a removal spell, I think it's worth it to roll here first. Backstab looks kind of nice. Where though? Because we can just bump. Like we could play this fan bump, and then this dies, that dies. We push 12, or we could even just trade there, which is not unreasonable. Abyss for lethal? Is Abyss lethal? No, right? I don't think Abyss is lethal. Is it lethal? With fan, maybe? So the problem with the sap is this will cost 0 next turn. It does let us push a shitload of damage this turn. 8, 12, 16, 17. I guess we can fan... No. I'm gonna do it. I don't know what we're gonna do next turn, though. Sapping that. I think I'm just gonna play ambush. I don't know. Did we have lethal? If we daggered, if we fan backstab, was it lethal with fan backstab? Dagger, maybe? Maybe you're right. Two mana off. It felt like we were short on mana, not damage. Okay, then I don't feel so bad. Okay, give me something good. Maybe. Goro gave me Antonidas the other day. I raised dead. No taunt, please. Oh, come on. I think we actually still kill him because he didn't trade there. That would have been... This is better for us. That's 3, then 2, then 1. I'll take it. If he trades with the 4/4, we lose there. And we'll never get enough damage, I don't think. What was that trade? The trade makes sense if Like that way the taunt, we can't get through the taunt, right? So I don't know. I'm sure there are ways in which that made sense. I don't know if it was the right play. Like maybe like 60-40, kill the 4-4, or maybe like 70-30, maybe. Rogue definitely goofed on that trade. Priest, I mean, yeah, don't know. The Rogue ain't goofing. The Rogue is doing this best. 2-mana War Axe was one of your least favorites? Me too. I love 2-mana War Axe. It's just so, that was the best weapon. It took 2 spells, yeah. I'm not convinced that was the most egregious play. But I miss 2-mana War Axe. It's like there has to be one weapon that's the best. That was the best weapon for Arena, and probably Constructed too. Like control and aggro. It was just such a good card. I mean, now it wouldn't even be that good. It couldn't even kill a Vile Fiend, right? Like, good morning, Redman. What up, Vati? How are you, dude? Wild Growth. Wild Growth is probably, I probably hate that nerf more than War Axe, but both of those I would say are unpleasant. Hey wifey, how are you? Hope you had a good stream yesterday. No 2-mana card can Vile Fiend. That's not a good metric. No 2-mana card can kill Vile Fiend. That's a great metric. That's why it should exist at 2 mana though. Shmokos, what's up, buddy? Now we have a 1-mana 2/2 and a free War Axe and a 4-mana 2/5 that gets a free axe, yeah. I hate them both for the same reason. They were attacking the class flavor. I agree. I can't believe you didn't say hello. I bailed. I was annoyed at Hearthstone, so I figured I would raid and go to bed. Rock Rager trades with Vile Fiend? Sorta true. Do we play that plus 0 power, or? We play that, it dies to that, but that's not the worst thing. This dies to like an Aug Merchant. But I guess if he has an Aug Merchant, that gets eaten anyway. Alright, whatever. Maybe we draw Volpira or something soon. Yeah, I thought the host would be enough. You know. Here, take all these people. I brought some good ones. It's not that bad. Could be worse. If we had played one of those. Really like Ambush, but I think we take the Coerce. Just lets us get out of a, you know, Mage Scribe this turn or something. Rock Rager's unironically good. I think it's pretty bad. Hey, look. That thing I said happened. Yeah, let's play this one. I'm complaining because you never come and say hello anymore. Well. Alright, I'll say hello. Rock Rager sucks dirt. The problem with Rock Rager is it dies to Aug Merchants. That's the biggest problem. And Demon Hunter hero power is rough. Let's see what HS Replay says about Rock Rager, because it's a lot of stats. They're just not portioned out the right way. What class are we? Priest? Let's say Priest. Rock Rager. It's pretty bad. It's at 49.5% with a lot of plays, 2,100 plays. It's close to shit. It's close to like the 6-mana 5/2 with Rush. That's kind of its comparable. I want that to die so it doesn't split it or apotheosis it. Doesn't feel good with Aug Merchants, yeah. It will stop a Deathwing. Well, so will a 2-mana 2/2 taunt that also sucks. You can use it with Goblin Lackey. I think I've played 1 Goblin Lackey in the last 6 weeks. So I guess In some instances, I suppose it's not complete and utter dog shit, but in others, it kind of is. And he kind of has to have something here, right? We don't. Then we can play Proto, and then if he mind controls the Proto, he might be dead, depending on what's left on the board. Nice when friends come and say hi. True, it is. I like my version better. Red needs to step up his raid game. That's fair too. 2 mana War Axe, 1 mana Worm, 3 mana Hex. 4 mana Hex I think is fair. 2 mana Worm I think is lame. I hated the Worm. I hated the Worm nerf also. Hey man, also 7 wins. That's great, dude. Yippee skippy, that's wonderful. Right, we got to 7. We should make Worm a 2/3. Oh, that'd be a busted 2/3 though. A 2 mana 2/3. That can easily just become a 3/3, like pretty unconditionally. I mean, especially for constructed. I guess there wouldn't. Maybe there wouldn't be a deck that ran it. It doesn't get run in Wild as a 1/3, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it wouldn't be that good. I think for Arena that'd be one of the better River Crocs ever made. I hate 1 mana 1/3s, so I'm glad it got nerfed though. Why do you hate 1 mana 1/3s? Who hates 1 mana 1/3s? Never seen you win this many. I'm doing it for Audrey's 10 farts. She told me not to lose so she doesn't lose her 10 farts. 1 mana Worm was probably a bit too good. The problem I think with the Worm was that when they nerfed it, I think the next set that came out had the twin spells. So I kind of get it, and I kind of actually like that. Like preemptively thinking like, oh, like this card's going to get abused. That seems like a fair assumption. And then everybody will just run Mage plus like the 1 mana freeze card maybe, and then Worms are gonna be 5/3s very shortly. I don't know, I get it, but Tunnel Trog still exists at 1 mana. Is that seeing a lot of play in Wild? I don't know, they just don't really care about Wild, and I respect that. Like, not that, like Wild should be open to like the most powerful stuff, you know? I mean, you should still balance things, but like, if everything gets nerfed in Wild, then like what's the point of Wild existing, you know? 1 more health for Mana Worm could make it playable. So a 2 mana 1/4 with that upside? Yeah. I could see that being pretty nutty too though. I don't know, it's a hard card. I kind of get it, right? It's a hard one to... It's a hard one to quantify a little. Which is why I think Wild Growth and Fiery War Axe feel worse. And it was funny because they nerfed Wild Growth, and then like a set or two later, they just made the dragon one that draws you a card and ramps you. Sure, you have to play dragons, but people like playing dragons, you know? Is this corrupted? Why am I playing that though? So I can dagger and kill that? But then don't I want to just run this in? I guess not. We keep the Divine Shield. Or I play that and trade there. I kind of like that better. Is that dumb? I feel like we're not getting a lot of value out of our shield. Or we're not developing much on the board. Isn't Wild Growth an inferior Jade Blossom? Yes. Yes, it is. I guess I'm trading there. Playing this. Could have maybe gone face, but... I feel like the balance framework was easier to work with when you had 2 mana Fiery War Axe and Mana Worm. I don't know if I would have blown it there. Got a Death Skimp. Maybe. So we trade, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, so Shavar is a full clear here. I don't know. Could have waited a turn, tapped and got 4 buffed demons. I feel personally like I was in a much worse position if that's what happened. I can deal 3, 4, 5. Man, I wish he didn't high roll that one so much. Kind of scared. Wait, Demon Hunter's good again? Demon Hunter's the best in Arena right now. For someone late and you're playing Rogue, you blew it, Ooze. Play Costume Entertainer? Yeah. I mean, we're just trying to set this down to 2. This card's kind of dumb. What can you do? Do we hold this? I guess we do. Unlikely this sticks, but it's possible. I'm not gonna preemptively run it in either. My guess is this gets shot, that goes face, we play that and eat that. It's just one of those games where he kind of consistently is getting the things he needs. It feels predictable. So we have to play the best we can around that set of circumstances. I hate him in his stupid Merlic costume. So many games in a row, buff the single big drop. Wait, you hate that guy? Also, I think it's a girl, but I like that voice line. I think the costume's cute. I must be dead. That was a good series of draws from an empty hand. He got the buffs, princess thing or queen, whatever that was. And then proceeded to draw taunt, ping, hellfire. Your HP is 0, that's okay. I think his deck was a lot better. I think we played really well this run, which is probably why we got to 7 with a kind of inferior deck relative to what the meta kind of has shown to be average. We didn't get too much egregious bad luck, and we got to play the Proto Drake before other people a lot of the time. That's a big key. There were a lot of games where we just dropped Proto on an empty board and then we won, right?